Do you guys want to know what one of my most favorite things in the whole world is? Well, it's when people try to state the obvious to win an argument. Here's an example. Did you just fart? Everybody farts. Yeah, but we're in a library and everybody's studying. It doesn't really sound like you're trying to hold it back at all. There's like gas. The gas like builds up inside your like intestines and shit, and then you fart, okay? I know that everybody farts, but it's just that I was hoping maybe you could, go somewhere else to fart. Everybody farts! Yeah, so that's kind of an extreme example, but this happens to me all of the time, and I'm going to tie this into being a vegetarian because every time I talk about it, there's somebody in the comments, but we're omnivores. The reason I bring this up is because to me, it's just so ridiculous. You've got these, anti-vegetarian people that are like, we're carnivores. No, most people aren't that dumb, but a lot of people do say that with conviction, we're carnivores. So then there's some people who are like, we weren't made to eat meat. You see, we've got these teeth right here and they're not canines. And then you've got some other people that are like, yeah, but they are canines. No, they're not. They're like flat like cow teeth. No, they're not. They're like canines. They're like vicious tigers. Urgh. See my teeth? That is not flat, okay? But I wouldn't call it like, tiger. You know what I mean? There's like, they're kind of in between. And then there's the whole argument with like intestines. No, I'm sorry, our intestines are not like that of a carnivore. Carnivores' intestines, and let me explain this to you really quick, I'm gonna have a nerd moment, okay? Nerd moment! So carnivores have really short intestines, and the reason for that is that meat doesn't really break down the way that other foods do. So if they sit in your intestine too long, they start to cause problems. So the shorter your intestine is, the faster obviously that you can get rid of it. You go take a dump and boom, it's gone. With people, we have really long intestines. We eat way too much meat in this country. And what happens is that meat doesn't digest all the way like I was saying. It sits in your intestines and it starts to literally rot inside of you. It rots. Oh, nom nom, I'm getting all this protein. Well, guess what? If you pass a certain limit of protein, it starts to turn into fat. So you're not getting extra protein, you're getting your capacity of protein and then fat on top of that. And that's not even mentioning cholesterol and all the negative side effects of that. So with that being said, human beings do possess the capability to consume meat. We overdo it, but we have the capability. We are omnivores. Shocker! As a species, we can consume meat and vegetables. That doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is not that we are omnivores and can, if we want to, eat meat. It's that right now, we live in a society that other foods are right at your fingertips. You can go right down the street to a grocery store or a fresh food market and get all the fresh produce that you want. It's right there. It's not like you live in a third world country. It's not like you live in an area where you can't access enough stuff to sustain you nutritionally. And you could easily live without meat if you wanted to. Now, I'm not even going to get into the ethics of it and animal cruelty because I could go on and on and on about that forever. Just watch Earthlings and that's all you need to know. But I'm going to go at this more from the angle that I don't have to kill animals to survive. It is not necessary for me to kill animals to survive. Although we are, yes, omnivores, okay? That doesn't mean that I have to eat meat to survive. I can, but I don't need it. So whenever I'm talking about being a vegetarian and not eating meat, I'm so sick of people bringing up the fact that humans are omnivores as like a reason for me to be like, oh, okay, well, since we have the capability to do so, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Since we have the capability of farting as loud as we possibly can and being obnoxious in a library, that, you know what, I should just start doing that from now on because I can. And as a quick side note to everybody out there saying, well, you're killing plants. Watch my video, I kill plants. I'll put the link right here. But long story short, every 1 pound of meat that you eat, that animal needed to consume 16 pounds of plant life. So being a vegetarian saves tons of plants. To all of you plants rights activists out there that are feeling sorry for the plants right now. Anyways, that being said, I am trying to live my life doing the most good while causing less harm than I would on a diet that most Americans follow. So that's why I'm a vegetarian. I don't care if you tell me that my teeth are or are not adapted to eating meat. I don't care what you tell me about my intestines, because at the end of the day, I have a choice and I am choosing to not eat meat. So if you have any more questions for me, or if you want to debate the topic of this video, feel free to leave a comment and make sure to thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know all of your vegetarian questions, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye. Ew, kitty. It was her, I swear.